Welcome, one and all who have never seen our lovely faces before. My name is Kevin Selena, and to the other side of me, who you'll see in just a moment, is the lovely Shannon Uselding Selena, and this is Video Store Memoirs. Please say hello, Miss Shannon.
Hello, everybody.
This is going to be so weird and awkward for us, but this is what you got to do to stay mainstream. You got to look people in the eye. And since that's not a thing we're used to, this is going to be awkward as shit. Anyway, today we're going to try and do what we normally do, which is talk about movies. And today in particular, we will be talking about the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. And before we get into it, let's do our usual, which is go to our friends at IMDb and hear what they have to say about it. And then we will ramble about the movie ourselves. So they say as follows. I have to pivot. To save his brother, ex-thief Memphis must steal 50 luxury cars in 3 days for a crime boss. He reunites his old crew, including his mentor Otto, ex-girlfriend Sway, while police track them.
That's more
That's
than
a
they
lot.
normally give us.
They
Yeah,
give a lot there. I don't even know. So
it's accurate.
initial,
It's accurate.
it, yeah, it's very accurate. All right,
Yeah,
initial thoughts, Miss Shannon. What do you think?
I love a Nicolas Cage movie. So this one's good. I enjoy this one. This is a rewatch. We've watched this a number of times.
I still
It's
remember seeing
fun.
it in the theater the first time.
Yeah, I think I did too. That was a long time ago.
I know. What year
Long,
was this?
long time ago.
2025.
Older than our kid.
I is that what our judgment scale is going to be now?
Longer than we've been married.
Good Lord,
That's a long time ago.
that's a lot. That's a
And we watch
lot.
it. We watch it at least once a year. At least once a year.
I don't think it's that often, but we do
Oh yeah.
watch it quite often. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do love a good Nicolas Cage. You know, the one of the greatest overactors we've ever had in this history of cinema. I'm a little wired.
He can do no wrong.
Well,
I
he
have
can
some
do some
things to do
wrong.
wrong.
I can think of a couple movies where they were a little bit even for him, too over the top. But in the grand scheme of things, yes, he's good. He is extremely good. He
I
doesn't have
can't
an Oscar
think
for no reason.
I can't think of one movie that I've seen him in. Even Ghost Rider, which I think is a not great movie. I think I've there's not one movie I've seen him in that I didn't love him in.
I will say the sequel to Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, I think it was horrendous. It was a bad movie. I don't know if it was necessarily because of him or anything like that, but it was a bad movie. So I don't know. So, like we've been talking, this is like we've been talking about a lot of '90s movies lately. This unfortunately is in the 2000s, but it's
Just
the
missed the cutoff.
I mean, it's in the Bruckheimer stage of summer flicks. You know, he had several of them with Jerry Bruckheimer as the producer of movies. We have The Rock, Con Air, I think, and this one I think was his third one. Um, I think he filmed this just before he won his Academy Award for Leaving Las Vegas. So, and then he gets to work with Angelina Jolie right after she wins her Oscar as well for God, I think it was Girl Interrupted, Best Supporting
Oh
Actress.
gosh. Yeah, I forgot about that movie. It's a good one
Yeah,
too.
yeah, really good one. But
Yeah.
I call this movie, I think this was the blueprint in some case for the beginning of the Fast and the Furious stage. You know,
I
you
think
got a
you're
crew
correct.
because you got a crew that's like a family that come together to save one of them, and they do what they do best, which is stealing cars. So
Yeah, I agree. I think the cast in this is pretty good too. Um, Angelina Jolie, I don't dislike her, but there's very few movies of hers that I enjoy. She's made to be a lot more than I think that she is. And I think she would agree to that too. Like I've heard her talk sometimes and she doesn't understand her popularity,
No,
which
she
I
doesn't.
get. I don't get it either. I think she's good, but I don't think she's as good as everyone wants her or makes her out to be. So when I saw her in this, originally I didn't even really know who she was because she's just like making it onto the scene, like just Girl Interrupted and I think a couple of other ones, but she hadn't made it big yet. And then she was in this, and then I rewatched this after she had hit it big, and I was like, thank God she's only in this movie for a little bit because if
Yeah, she
if
really
she'd been,
isn't in this movie for a lot. She like what,
yeah,
maybe
just a couple of
15
scenes.
minutes. She's a couple scenes in the beginning, and then
She's not a pivotal
what's going
role.
on? Yeah, a couple other
Yeah,
things that she's doing, like along with everybody with the big
yeah.
car
If
stealing
she,
stuff.
if she had been in this longer than it was, like if she had gotten like top billing up there, which she would have if it had been a couple years later, um, it would have been a totally different movie, and it would have been more of like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith romance slash action movie. And that's not what
Probably.
this movie is. This movie is more a brother coming to save a brother. That's what this movie is about.
Yeah, it
And
is.
then lots of cool, fast cars. And funny, there's a lot of funny characters in this too. My favorite, and I'm not going to remember the actor's or the character's name, but the big tall guy that barely speaks, and all of a sudden he has a British
Oh,
accent.
Vinnie Jones. Yeah,
Yes,
Vinnie
he's my
Jones.
favorite of the comic relief
Sphinx.
ones. Him paired up with the one dude, the younger guy.
The young black guy. I cannot remember that
Yes,
actor's name for the life of me.
they're hilarious together. That was a
I was like,
great, whoever decided those two characters should be put together was genius.
yeah, I think the best part. I'm scrolling right now to see if I can find the actor's name right now. Uh, how do they not have him listed as a major character? Oh,
I don't know
Mirror
because
Man.
he's in it a lot.
TJ Cross played Mirror
Okay.
Man.
So he is
But
hilarious. The snake scene makes me want to pee my pants. It's so funny.
yeah, I did appreciate. I think it worked especially well is because TJ Cross is saying so much all the time, and then Vinny Jones is just looking at him like, "I wish you'd shut the fuck up," you
But he
know?
tolerates him. But if you see him play off of some of the other characters in the movie, he's not as forgiving. He looks like he's gonna beat some skulls in,
Yes,
right? And we see
absolutely.
him when he gets it, like the second time he gets introduced, where he comes in and like blows the car up and all that other stuff. Like this is the dude you don't want to mess with, and for some reason he takes like a warming to this other character, and it's really funny.
Yeah, I absolutely my favorite character besides Nick Cage is Chi McBride, who plays Donnie as Tricky. The best
Yep.
scene when him and the one kid are stealing the car, and he's like, "Man, that was easy." He's like, "I'm a veteran, son." Some guy tries to carjack them from the car that they just stole, and he
Yeah.
just punches him in the face and starts yelling at him like a little kid. A role model.
That's he's hilarious too. He's been in a bunch of things though. He's done a
Oh
lot of
yeah, he's
stuff, and he's
fantastic.
great in
I
everything he does. He should get top billing in something. He's really good.
Yeah, I especially love him. He was like an add-on character in the show, the new version of Hawaii Five O, and when he came on board, it was like a whole nother level to that show. It was fantastic.
It's funny that he gets like second billing when realistically when he enters into a scene, he makes the scene 1,000 times better. I feel like
I
actors like
agreed.
that should get way better than second or third billing. So,
Yeah. Or how about what was it when he was teaching the trying to do driver's ed with that one woman?
oh my God. First of all, why'd you have to be Asian? I know that we're back in 2000s and stereotypes were funny back then, but that was one part where I was
Yeah,
like,
that was
really?
so
That's too
on the
on the nose.
money,
Yeah.
stereotypical. Uh, yeah,
I just love when he gets out of the car and he just lets her drive off with the car and immediately she's backing into other cars.
the part that killed me as you're talking about stereotypes. So obviously made the stereotype of first of all a woman, that couldn't
Mm,
drive, and then it was an Asian woman who couldn't
correct.
drive. And so then they added on the fact when he's scolding her, he's like, "You can't change lanes, you can't parallel park. I'm black. I don't know how to swim. So you know what
I
I
can't
do?
swim.
I just keep my ass out of the pool."
Yeah.
So he
Oh,
even made a stereotype about himself. I think that's what made the scene even better, you know?
it's just it was one of the scenes that makes this movie what this movie is, which is a action family drama with a whole lot of comedy added into it. It's
Yeah.
got all
And
three.
yeah, I agree. Like, and it's a simple story. It's not overly done. You know, they don't try to make it anything more than what it is. It's a
Mm.
group of people coming together to try and save a Memphis's brother from the carpenter, which Chris Eccleston being a bad guy instead of, you know, he's main. I love how after he left Doctor Who, he had a string of doing nothing but villain roles, you know?
He makes a good villain. You wouldn't think so, but I could see him. I bet you'll know the answer to this, but I bet he played or could play a really good serial killer. He's got
Probably.
that cool, calm collectedness with a little edge of "I will murder you and bury your body where no one will find you." That's what
Off the
he
top of my head, I
pursues.
can't think of anything where I've seen anything where he's a serial killer, but he did he did this. He played one of the villains in the first G.I. Joe movie that came out in the past few years. He was one of the villains in Thor: The Dark World. So, I mean,
I
when he
mean,
wanted to
think of
stretch out and do something a little bit different, he went for it.
what was the name of that movie? American Psycho. He would have played a really good lead in that movie.
Oh, you mean Christian Bale's character?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that.
I almost think he would have done it better than Christian Bale, and Christian Bale did it pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It would be hard to top Christian Bale in that because that he scared the bejesus out of me. But I can
Yeah,
see Chris
I
Eccleston
could see
doing
Chris
that.
Eccleston doing that. Yeah.
Um, and then also, we had like you said, it was the typical movie. We even had the mentor in here with the late great Robert Duvall as Otto.
Mm,
So
yep.
him and his as a dog lover, I have to ask you this. Did it bug you seeing he let his dog basically chew on his chew toy were license plates?
You know what? Yeah, I mean, it was okay. It's a big ass dog. You try to take that thing away from that dog.
I'm no, I
It's a
wouldn't.
bull mastiff or just a mastiff, but she's
I think it
big.
was just a mastiff, and I was like, no, I'm not messing with you.
Yeah. I love when they had to, she ate the keys. She was clearly eating everything and they had to
Oh
go make her
my
poop.
god. Oh god, and they had to go and try and get the keys back. That
Yep.
I mean, literally, sorry for being using a pun here, but the shit you go through to try
And then
and
they were
save
so
somebody's life.
excited. But the dog doing its business saved them from getting their asses handed to them by those punks that came over that were mad about them blowing up their car or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah. No, actually, no. That was like
No,
just
it
a
was a different group of kids.
totally different
Yeah.
group of kids that just wanted to hassle the one guy because he was, oh, you moving in on our turf, dog? And
Yeah.
no, dog's over there, and you, no,
Yeah.
no. This is a good, fun summer movie. Get a big bucket of popcorn and just go to town and just enjoy it
Yeah.
for what it is. And it's classic. You like we said, we watch it all the time.
Often. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a
So
good watch. When I have nothing else to do and I want something on in the background that'll pull my attention every once in a while, this is perfect for me. It's perfect.
yeah, I agree. Well, I
Yeah.
think we've already pretty much established what our answer is going to be, but how would you rate it?
So I give it 3.5. I'd give it 4. There's a few, I'm not a huge car movie person, so that's probably what it is, but um, it's entertaining and it's a rewatch, so I go 3.5 clamshells.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll probably put in the same. Like I said, three and a half, because besides the comedy and stuff, it does have a couple of those moments you're like, come on. I mean, I know this is a movie, but did you really have to try and do just a little over the top? But
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say three and a half clamshells. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. All right. That is our take and our 2 cents on Gone in 60 Seconds. Available streaming everywhere, or if you are old school like we have to do sometimes, go grab a DVD or a Blu-ray and be able to watch it. Um, so hopefully this will not be the last time you see our pretty faces. Uh, this is something we're definitely going to be testing out, and we're going to be trying to do it more often. So we're going to still have the podcast going, but we are going to try and get these out on YouTube. So spread the word. We are now going visual with our podcasts. But until next
Trying.
time, huh? Go ahead. What?
I said trying to go
Trying?
visual.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
trying. We'll see how it turns out. But until next
Okay.
time, I've been Kevin.
And I'm Shannon.
We will see you next time. Thank you, every single one of you, for tuning in to see us and listen to us. We'll see you next time. Enjoy the
Bye.
movie.